Today we're going to be installing a pickup truck tailgate ladder. There is some assembly with it. Doesn't look like it's too bad. You will have to put holes in your truck, so please know that. This is not a specific set for a specific truck, and it's kind of a universal type fit. So we'll go ahead and get all these pieces out of here, and then we will try to get everything put together. And here's the ladder. Thanks. We'll throw this away real quick. Just pause. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to assemble not the ladder piece, but the piece that holds down with the ladder. And these are straps to keep it all tied down for later. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff that comes in the set here with the hardware. What? There were two separate bags? Yeah. So I'm going to separate them out. All right, so this actually does attach directly to the ladder. The ladder goes here. It looks like there's a front or a back to the ladder, which is nice about one thing versus another thing. So we have this guy here that goes down inside, and as you can see, it gives you a variable height depending on how tall your truck is. So insert, top vent extension, and right top strength at the main assembly, and use the hexagon socket screw. Interesting. All right, I'm going to set this right here so we don't blow away. I'm guessing these guys right here, they do come with these that allows you to basically just take it off the truck if you're not going to use it. So what I don't like is if this isn't at the right height, then you'll have to readjust it. So I guess we'll go with the lowest actually. Like that. Just looking through here, doesn't really give you any specifics on what you need to do. There's little washers and stuff that you can use. I guess it just screws on like that. And tighten this up. I just chose to use a vice grip on the other side. Do it one on this side with this, such. Now we need to take these little guys here and put them on like that. Now use hexagonal screw set or the D-ring. I'm going to use the D-ring and just stick them on there. And such. Use the D-ring just for simplicity. All right, there's that, and then goes on to here with another set of D-rings, like that. All right, so now comes the fun part. We get to actually screw it directly into the tailgate. All right, so basically it should go like that. Now, it doesn't give you a specific area to put it or anything like that. I think that right there is going to be good enough. And I don't know that it really matters if you're lined up or anything perfectly. Just want to make sure that you're not too far up. Now, they gave you a bunch of screws and self-drilling screws and stuff like that, and I think you're just supposed to figure out the best way you want to. They don't tell you how many to put in. I see at least 4 on the thing, so we'll see what we can do with that. I'm just going to use my drill here to find out what millimeter these are. And that is an 8 millimeter. I should be able to put that right here and like that. And now I can just drill those directly on. Like I said, I'm just going to line this up visually. You just got to make sure that it's going to be able to fall down over the way it needs to. It's not going to be in any way. And that should be fine right there. I'm going to try to use this drill bit to make a starter spot. Oh, that helped a lot. Now I'll do the opposite side to lock it in. I don't care if it walks around, so I'm just going to drill it. And it gives you a whole bunch of them, so I'm going to throw a whole bunch in. Make sure this thing doesn't come off, because we don't want it coming off whenever you're trying to use a ladder. You could use one of the long ones. That's basically it. It's very secure. All right, so now what we need to do, and they give you a lot of screws and stuff that you really don't need all of this. Thank you. I'll take it. They gave us a bunch of extra nuts, and they didn't say to use them, but I'm going to so that I can double up the nuts. And I'll show you that here in a second. Basically what this does, like this, bring that back, that's basically the gist of it. And what's nice is, since we're using these D-rings, you can easily take this back off and on. Now, what I said about the nuts is I'm going to put another nut on top of this other one that I put here, and that will help with securing the one nut against the other one, and it'll help to not let those nuts walk off. All right, that's nice and tight. So this is an important section here, and it talks about how when you install the straps, you want to make sure the straps where the screws are actually inside. You can see that one's not showing and this one is showing. Those need to be inside of the ladder, and it helps to strengthen the strap to hold it on. So straps they're talking about, these go top, these go bottom. So you see how the strap is here? You want to make sure that the strap is on the inside, and the reason is because whenever you pull this tight, it'll actually pull against where your screw is. So that's why they want you to have it on the inside. So I'm just going to go ahead and use one of these self-tapping screws, and I'm just going to go straight down through it. These are Phillips. Interesting. Now that will hold on to that. Now you can see that this is folded over, and that's where you're going to want to screw it into. All right, so you basically want to adjust this so that it's just right there like that. That one right there is like that, so that it basically is nice and tight right by the section where it's stitched together. Now you can take this like that and pull that tight so that it doesn't move. Now they give you two of those straps, and I would suggest using both of them. Move you over the top, down through, and nice and tight. Now you hear that? I think we can fix that with these guys. Now I do not see anywhere in the instructions, so I'm guessing they were put in after they decided to do the instructions. But they basically have some 3M tape. Carefully peel off on the corners so that they can be nice and squishy and not make lots of noise. There's another one, and I'm going to put this one, I guess, right here. Places to put them. It's up to you on what makes the most sense. Like I said, it's very versatile for the specific truck you're using. You can put it on anything, basically. All right, now you can strap it up. And once you get that nice and tight the first time, it holds that specific location. So you're not going to be able to hear it going down the road. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Works very well, actually. Nice. Here we go. Back down. Now, as you can see, that held up very well. I'm a 350-pound man. So that just tells you the kind of weight that this thing can hold. I don't know what it is. I'm just telling you what I put on it. So take that as what you will. Very cool. I'm glad this is a nice addition to our truck. We're always using it to haul boxes and stuff, so this will be nice to be able to get back up and in to get into the stuff that we need to do. All right. There we go. So that worked really well. Felt very secure. And I like that since it's on the corner here, I can just go ahead and grab onto the side of the truck for a little bit more security. That's very comfortable. I don't even know what to say. That's amazing. I'm glad we have it. So if you're looking for a truck ladder, check it out.